Hi, I'm Trawler Specialist Jeff Merrill in Stuart, Florida at the Hutchinson Island Marriott Resort. This is where Trawler Fest begins to start the 2024 season. It's February 27th, Tuesday, day one. Day one is a seminar day. The tents start getting set up. The office is set up for registration. The boat moving is tomorrow. We're going to try to do a little bit different dock walk and talk this year, give you kind of a day-by-day breakdown. They're already starting to put up the signs, and actually the registration and the tents, all that other good stuff is over this way. Let's head over there. You come into the windbreak here. It's covered in case it's raining or windy. The hotel is over on this side. The seminars, and there's a restaurant right in here. Seminars are upstairs. We'll go there in a minute. We have a seminar in about an hour and a half, so we're getting ready for that. But I'd like to walk down and show you where the tents are and where the boats are going to be coming in. So around the corner from the entrance to get into the seminars is the row of tents. Parking lot here, there will be a big tent exhibiting Trawler Fest. You can get hats and various things. Magazines will be there. Get your Go package. Come by. DMS is already here. Patrick Noor will be around later with his stabilizers. And the rest of the tents are being set up right here. This is all before the scenes. This is like the backstage pass of Trawler Fest. And then we'll walk down to the end and go down to the docks. There's a gate right here along this dock that takes you down to the in-the-water slips. Right now, it's pretty vacant. Let's go look what it looks like before all the boats move in. Come on over. Jailbreak. You never know who you're going to see when you're walking down the docks, but this is John Hoffman from JMYS, one of our brokers. John and I are just secretly coming in and checking out the docks beforehand. If I have the camera for a second, I'll show you that the opportunities for people to sign up and come to Trawler Fest are vast, although the event is sold out. So later on in the week, we should be able to get you some footage, actually starting tomorrow when the boats start moving in, of what the Trawler Fest looks like with all the signs and with all the boats. So I've got to go get up and give a seminar. So we'll wrap it up there for now. Thanks. Stay tuned. There's more to follow. The seminars are typically upstairs. You can come up by elevator or take the stairs. Several different conference rooms. It gets a little bit confusing, but as you come into registration, Donna and Christine can explain it all to you. Donna's here. Christine's here. Passage Maker. The program is here with all the seminars, all the times. There's merchandise available. How much are the shirts? $40. Only $40, and the hats are probably half that, right?
They're sun shirts. They're SPF.
Oh, they're okay. Beautiful. Just, it doesn't get any better to get a shirt and a hat.
Hats are 20.
Hats are 20, okay. If you want to get a free copy of Passage Maker magazine, it'll only entice you to subscribe. That's right there. Here's the current seminars for today. And then the seminars are in these various rooms down here. We have one coming up in about a half an hour. So that's your little kickoff for what's upstairs. We'll do that seminar in a bit, and then we'll talk to you later. So I'd like to thank Passage Maker for putting this together. It's a great event. The first Trawler Fest I did was in Long Beach, California back in 2000. I had started at Nordhavn at the end of 1999 and was involved with the development of the Nordhavn 35 coastal pilot. And so that was my first Trawler Fest. I've been speaking for over 20 years. I've given this course before. Today's a fun day. There's a lot of seminars. They're getting the tent set up, and then the boats come in tomorrow. Is there anybody who's been in this class before, heading offshore? Okay, good. I was hoping that somebody had done it and actually made it back to shore. So that's a very good validation that this works, okay? Ooh, okay, no one's ever come back, so I've never known. Well, okay, so let's get started. I will do a break at about an hour in or so because it's a 2-hour deal. And I'm gonna have these slides up here. I don't like to read the slides. I'll let you read them and I'll kind of talk about them. So I think the getting ready before you take off is what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about a lot of different things that you would do to go offshore. There's a lot of preparation involved, a lot of planning. Typically, you're at a point in your life where this is something fun to plan for, and you're ready to do it. We're going to talk about what you do out at sea. I'd like to start off with a warning that it's impossible to simulate all the stuff that we do offshore. Thanks, everybody. I think it's about time to start, so welcome to day 2 of Trawler Fest seminars. Today is also move-in day for the boats. I think that's kind of the big event, is seeing all the boats there. And so when this class ends at around 11, it's going to be high tide about noon to 1, right in that range, and that's when all the bigger boats will come in, and it's always fun to watch that part. All the other boats have to get out of here, the new guys come in, and the cycle of life gets in there. So my name is Jeff Merrill, and I'm going to be presenting Dialing in Your Trawler. Thank you for being here, and thank you to Passage Maker Magazine for putting on this event. I have been a boater my entire life, but I started off racing sailboats. And I never thought I'd end up being a yacht broker. I was going to be a doctor or a lawyer because that's what we were supposed to be when we were kids. And I certainly didn't think if I was going to be a yacht broker, I would be doing power boats because I was a sailor. So I've had to have a pretty good transition. As a racing sailor, I would use my a Sharpie pen, which I carry with me religiously, a black permanent marking pen. And before a race, anybody race sailboats here? Anybody a sailboat racer? Okay, so before the race, I'd get my sails set up. I would know where to cleat my main sheet. I'd put a black band right around the main sheet when it was in the cam cleat. So I knew once I was off the line, that was my fast position. And when I got involved with Nordhavn back in 1999, I wondered if there was anything that translated for sailboats into powerboats, just different ideas that might make it easier to be a powerboater. And the first thing I noticed, or one of the first things I noticed that got me thinking about this, was a red arrow indicating where the temperature was supposed to be in a normal position. And I thought, okay, that's kind of cool. That's kind of like marking your main sheet line. There's a reference on here, so when the engine's warmed up, if the needle's on that red arrow, then you're in the right position. Below, it's warming up. If it gets up to 210 and you're going to have alarms going off, it's just a quick reference site. So I thought, well, I wonder how many other ideas there are like this. And now I'm going to share those in the next couple of hours. So I've been a yacht broker for about 30 years, and this is not a yacht broker commercial. What I want you to do is get an idea of what it takes to look after your boat, some easy tips to keep on track with things, and go through it. So I've been on a lot of boats, I've taken a lot of photos, and let's get started. It is Wednesday still, and we have one seminar done, the Dialing in Your Trawler. Had a little lunch break, walking down to the docks, the suitcase full of cookies and pretzels and waters and all the good stuff that you need for our boats. Our crew has arrived. We've got the 2 boats have come in, and it's time for move-in. So today's kind of a fun day, a little breezy today. We're looking at, it's nice to be in a power boat, in a raised pilot house boat outside. The sailors have to do all that adjusting their sails and heeling over and all that stuff. So let's do a stop here. We'll get down by the boats where you can see them. I was wrong yesterday too. The Marina area where there were no boats, still going to be no boats. That is a bad area. They're going to redo that. So all of the boats that were here in this marina that are regular residents have to move out so all the boats for Trawler Fest can come in. So we'll take a stop here. We'll get some more film as we get a little bit closer. So move-in day continues. We're down on the docks now. Hey, I know you guys. How are you? All right, get a sneak preview. Oh, thank you. Hey, there she is. People trying to sneak by. Boats are moving in. Still a few of the legacy boats are around. Need to get them moved out of here. Coming up, I see our Selene and our Nordhavn 50 North Pacific's here. Katie Krogan's here. All people are starting to arrive. Well, it's a good breeze. This is solid. All right, well, let's do a cut there, and then we will get some more footage as we get closer. So I'm aboard Finish Grade. She made it here safely. John Hoffman helped navigate. Terry and Lynn are the owners of the boat. This is a spectacular Selene 55. You'll see more of it as the week comes by. But we've got one boat here, and the other boat, Mark Pittman and Kevin McCarthy brought over. That's the Nordhavn 50 over here. Let's go take a look at that real quick. So we're trying to figure out the best way to handle the boarding part of it because jumping on from here is not going to be that much fun. And it's a 50-50 shot. So we're going to work on getting a better ramp there. But this is part of the fun of moving in. They're here. That's the main thing. Now we got to get them cleaned up and make them accessible. And that's what we have the rest of the day to do. Mark Pittman's up there. Hey, Kevin. Kevin's there. Thanks for bringing her in. All right. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. How many people here are looking to buy a boat? How about a trawler? You have found the right place. I would like to make one point of clarification. First of all, my name is Jeff Merrill, and I'm going to be the moderator with a group of about 6 very talented people speaking up here. We're going to try to get it all done within the time frame. If you look at the program, you know, if it's in print, it must be true. We actually have a mistake. Chris Parker is not going to be joining us today because he's not really to do with the trawler buying thing. And if he told you about weather and what could happen, this might be a very small crowd. We want you to find out about the weather after you have your trawler. So Chris will be joining us for our experts panel, and he has his own panel on weather. So we have a distinguished panel here. Not all of them are here right now. Steve Zimmerman's going to start off. Steve Zimmerman from Zimmerman Marine. He will go first. Then we'll be followed by Cindy Lewis from Sterling talking about financial aspects. Cindy's right here. Thank you, Cindy. John Posey, who I haven't seen yet. Is John?
He's landing at West Palm around, so he's probably.
Well, he might have called Chris Parker and found out that the weather was bad. No, but so we have an insurance guy, John Posey, coming in. Justin Joyner for Nimbus is going to talk about new boats and some of the metrics with buying new boats. Captain Chris Caldwell, hopefully his wife Elise will also join us, but she's giving a competing seminar, so thank you for coming to ours, not hers, but I mean, you can't be more than one place at once. Chris is going to talk about some of the aspects of surveying. He's a captain. He's not a surveyor, but he attends a lot of surveys with his clients. Matt Miller is a marine attorney who's going to be coming in here. That'll be a good time for some questions you might have about taxes and duty and the various aspects of boat purchasing. And then also in the program, JP Scow from Yaba was supposed to be talking about selecting a broker. I'm going to be doing that for him. He couldn't make it down here. And then I'm going to do a general wrap up about the whole thing. Hopefully we're done around 5 o'clock somewhere. That's sort of the goal. And with that, I'll turn it over to Steve Zimmerman. Steve.
Correct.
Yes.
Is it easy to find a buyer broker for an average loop boat, which is 100 or 150,000, not the kind of boats you sell?
I think it is. Talk about the Great Loop. Ben, Curtis Stokes does a lot of boats like that. So
Yeah, I've financed a
independent
lot of boats. There's a lot of brokers that just specialize in loop boats. And the reason they do is because they know the boats, they know the boat, they're gonna do the loop, they're gonna come back on the market, they know the pedigree, the history, the layouts, and that kind of thing. There's a lot of.
Sell the same boat every 2 years.
Right. There's a lot of. They do. I tell the story. I've got a main ship 390 that I've financed 4 times. And I got the current buyer just finished his loop and it's for sale again. So maybe I'll get another loan, who knows?
So that'd be a specialty. So find a great loop broker who does that, and then go into these events. Dave says, yes.
Yeah, there are.
25.
I can give you some.
Maybe 33. I'm not 110. I don't know. There are, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of them out there that really just focus on that. So.
Can I say something?
Oh, go ahead, Steve, and then over you.
But when you said a buyer's broker,
A buyer's
you didn't
broker.
say a broker.
Yes,
So
I said
let's
buyer's
make that
broker.
question more generic and say how you find
Yeah.
a buyer's broker in any situation. Because in my view, at least, if the broker you're working with will also sell you boats, he's not a buyer's broker.
No,
He's a broker.
yeah,
And so if you want a buyer's broker, that's a little bit different.
that's a
So
little bit different,
Your
right?
question would be,
You're
do
gonna
you
have to be on a
represent the-
certain budget before somebody will, like you're gonna have to be on a 400,000 and above to be my buyer's broker.
Right.
I presume Jeff is gonna be the same kind of area.
Right.
But any broker could be your buyer's broker, so long as they're not selling you boats. That's my point.
Yeah.
If you're asking, gonna go to any broker and say, I want you to help me buy a boat,
Yeah.
don't sell me your listing.
Not the dual, he doesn't want you to be in a dual agency. You select the buyer with
Yeah.
a separate broker.
Exactly.
I had a question over here, but Chris, you have one here. I see your hands up, Steve.
I was going to say, if you're interested in doing the Great Loop,
Yeah.
join the Great Loop
Yeah.
organization.
Yeah.
And with that, you've got access to all of their sponsors. And then they've got a broker section that they are Great Loop experienced brokers.
So can I make a comment? Jeff was talking about contracts. I was going to ask him to say something about it. Typical contracts are written a 30-day window, sometimes a 45-day window. When we were in deepest, darkest pandemic and surveyors were lined up for 5-6 weeks, boatyards were backed up, those were extended to 60 days. I always tell people, where's the boat and what time of year? I'm in the Chesapeake. Boatyards shut down, the staff gets winter breaks, the insurance cuts back. Steve can tell you the same thing. A lot of times you say, the weather's beautiful, why can't I get this boat hauled? Why can't I get my boat launched? Because the insurance isn't in place for that, and half the staff is still on their winter break. So make sure that when you're buying that boat and you're looking at the contract and you say, well, gee, the boat's up in Cape Cod and they're not gonna launch for another month, and they've got a snowstorm expected, well, they can't work the travel lift. So keep in mind, it's an each case scenario. I always tell people it's typically a 30-day window, but it could be longer, and just look at the weather, and the boatyard and other circumstances when you're negotiating and setting your contract time.
I have a different.
Totally fair, and we're here. You're right, Steve. So, any other burning questions? Burning.
Just real quick, in your opinion, I'm looking to buy a boat right now. Who do I talk to first? Because it sounds like bank versus insurance versus broker. Where do I go?
I'll go first. You gotta get a boat you can afford, so if you're gonna be able to pay cash, fine. If not, you can talk to Cindy, all right? Where are you gonna keep it? You need to think about a split. That has nothing, we haven't even talked about that here, but where's the boat gonna be kept? Then, what are your qualifications for insurance? And then, okay, what size boats? Maybe they can help you with, you'd be great on a Fleming 55. You should go talk to the guys at Burke. I mean, I don't know what it is. They might be able to help put you into the right, for what you want to do, your mission, what's the right tool for the job.
So then,
And then call Steve.
No, but I would do the exact opposite. I would start with the broker, who's going to represent you. They're going to help you navigate, finance, what kind of boat. You can do it either way.
you can have a general idea of what I want and where I want to be. So I'll get a broker I'm comfortable with, and then obviously at the same time, before we start specifically looking at boats, maybe just use his expertise to find the insurance guy that.
Yeah, if you sit down and chat with me or some of the others who work that way, we're going to help you figure out what the right boat is, what size, what brand you should consider. And we're also going to say, hey, let's talk to Cindy, whoever it is, give you some choices on who to contact.
But all that obviously up front before.
All right. Let's,
Everybody here's got a booth or boat to show, so.
yeah, we look forward to seeing you down there. So let's wrap it there. Thanks, everybody. All right, so one of the wrap-ups here at the end of this day, day 2, is I've run into Jeff Moser, who is the, are you the publisher, the executive director, just the VIP? What is your exact title?
Editor-in-chief.
Editor-in-chief of Passage Maker Magazine. Jeff M., he really does a great job with this magazine. We have a lot of fun at these TrawlerFest events. A lot of people, pretty good turnout so far.
Oh yeah, it looks good. I just getting down here, but this is the second day of seminars. The boat show starts in one day, so I noticed it was moving day today.
Yeah, moving day today.
Really busy
windy
over
day
there.
too. A little more exciting for the moving.
You got bow thrusters.
Yeah. We're having a good time.
I did see that as I came in over the causeway here. I'm very excited for the next 2 days.
Yeah, it's going to be great. We'll see you around. Thanks for
come on
stopping
out.
by.
Yeah.
We'll publish this later. Thanks, Jeff.
Take
All
care
right,
now.
see ya. It is Thursday, February 29th, Leap Year's Day. Personal highlight for me, it is my 8th anniversary of being married to Pam. Yes, 32 years. You can do the math later. I'm at that fuel dock at the very end of Trawler Fest, Marriott Marina. Boat show is underway today. Elling right here. We have the Selene 55 finish grade on display. There's Mark Pittman on the foredeck doing a tour. Terry's up there in the flybridge. Thought I'd just kind of give you a quick little tour of what's going on with the boats. We've had some good people coming by. It's a sunny day today. Very windy yesterday. There's the helmsman. Give you a quick view of the long end of the dock. There's Terry up there on finish grade. We've had a lot of tours. We're giving tours on the boat, so we're showing people. And then we also have Grey Goose, the Nordhavn 50 over here. John and Kevin are on board here. Kevin McCarthy boarding right now. Great captain friend of ours. Working back down the docks, a green line. Here you can tell when the boats are popular with the number of shoes that are on display. Or not on display, but certainly on the docks. Katie Krogan, our good friends there. There's also another larger Cheryl Ann, large Katie Krogan. Flags are flying. North Pacific. The winner of the best dog in show right here, Lily.
Yeah, we've had it.
Aspen Catamaran. North Pacific again. Fleming. Another Aspen. This is their cool little tender that they're doing now. Carbon Cat. Pretty neat device. Burry Yacht Sales. Selene, America. Selene is back bigger than ever. Hi, Cindy Covington. Hey, Paul, how's it all going?
It's going great.
A lot of shoes here. You're having a lot of visitors. That's great. Good.
It's lane 60 here.
Good. And there's Wayne. I'll come back and see you guys. Hey, guys. Hey, 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 hey. No, it's not me. It's my twin brother. Yeah. Ranger tugs. Nimbus. This marina is filled with boats. They have to clear a lot of them out to make the show happen. They can't get all of them, but that's the main show. That's all the boats. I wasn't keeping count, so I don't know how many boats there was, maybe 20, but that's the run for Trawler Fest on the docks. We'll come back and pass through here again, but great first day. If you're going to come do Trawler Fest, which we certainly recommend, I think coming on a weekday is usually the best. Opening day is fun. The docks open at 10 o'clock. We were showing people through at about 9:45. They snuck by security, but it's pretty lax. We want everybody to come down and have a good time. The weekends can be a little bit more crowded. The weather is beautiful today. It's a sunscreen day. And this day only comes every 4 years. So happy Leap Day. I'm going to turn off here and go down and look at the tents. Hi. Wow. It's like 5 in the afternoon. What are you doing having lunch finally? How's it going? You guys getting some people coming by?
Lunch.
Good.
Good traffic.
Good. There you go. Hey, here's our booth.
Hey, Jeff Merrill.
Have you seen Jeff?
He does exist.
How you doing, John?
Good.
Did you eat all the candy?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. Been a busy day.
Good.
Yeah.
I understand. A lot.
We're doing constant touring on the boats. I thought I'd take a little break and come check out the tents. Thank you for being here. No seminar?
One break.
Okay. You need something? Want me to go get you something?
Okay with having lunch. So
Okay, all right. Oh my gosh. He exists. Does this really work? Patrick, how are you? Good to see you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes.
You do the dog walk already? now?
Well, I'm doing it different this time. So I'm trying to do a little bit. So give me a little pitch on the Magnus Master. You guys are taking over the world.
Over the
Oh,
world?
that's settled. Remember, that's what I told you. That's the tagline.
Yeah.
So you've got good demo here
Yeah, good demo. And again, we have a demonstration boat.
in the water,
In Nordhavn 35. So that was the last project we did here.
right? John and Carol's boat.
Yes, correct.
Boat that we helped them find and purchase. Good.
I know that. And they were very happy with the boat. And now they are very happy with the stabilizer.
Yeah, I'll
They
bet.
especially came back to help us with demonstrations.
Fantastic. So how do you get a demonstration ride then with them?
Uh,
Through you? Do you call them and set it up with you?
Yeah, but they give me a surprise because they say, no, we are in Miami. And then yesterday morning they text me, said, Patrick, we come to help you.
Oh, okay. So they're on their way.
That's the way.
Good.
And tonight we are going to do the first sea trial with 8 people.
Oh, fantastic. On a 35?
Yeah,
You better make sure you have enough life jackets.
that's what he said.
Yeah, good.
So
Okay.
I'm very happy.
Good. All right. Well, I'm just doing a quick run through. Great seeing you. Thank you. Good luck at the show.
Did you taste my beautiful stroke waffles?
Well, I will say no, so then I have to make sure that I try it again.
Yeah, okay.
Isn't that the way that works?
That's right.
So tell me what this is all about.
This is a stroke waffle. It's a very typical Dutch cookie.
Okay, Dutch
Very
cookie.
famous
All
in
right.
America. When people went to Holland,
Yes.
they know stroke waffles.
Yes.
So please join one.
Thank you.
In a special
DMS box.
DMS
Their
box.
tin.
Yeah, just a small thing.
thank you for lunch.
Yeah.
This is
And what we
fantastic.
discussed yesterday,
Yes.
if you get seasick, you want to have stabilizers, and this was something for your stomach.
This will settle your stomach, and his Magnus Master will settle your boat ride. Yes, I think we came up with that. Or settle your appetite. All right. Thanks, Patrick. John and Louie aren't here, but they're nearby, I'm sure. And then here is the... Hey, Christine. How are hat sales going? Oh, you're on the phone. You're on the phone.
Talking to Mr. DeSanctis.
Okay. Oh, tell him hi.
I will. Jeff Merrill says hello, Gary.
Yeah, big event, going good. And all the staff should get a raise. Okay. They're working very hard.
Yeah, I love it.
You're gonna want to meet here. So meet up here as soon as you stop. Oh, sorry, 5:30. So I'll try to get here like 5:55. Maybe because I won't check in.
So I made movies. I'm in a movie.
Twice, at least.
Jeff says I'm in 2 movies. You're gonna be under contract pretty soon, Gary.
Then he won't be able to afford you.
I know. The wind died down, so boat handling.
Ryan Davidson.
Merrill, how are you?
Good event. Great turnout.
Thank you.
What was our final boat count? I know you wanted to try to get more boats, but you didn't have the dock space. How did we end up?
Correct. I'm at 22 boats.
22 boats. Okay.
So I was able to squeeze a couple extra.
Good. Good. It'd be great. I mean, there's the demand for, you had to turn people away, didn't you? I mean,
Correct. Multiple people.
Yeah. So good. I think the market's turning. It makes it more, there's more boats for brokers to show and more buyers who want to buy boats. So
Exactly.
fantastic. Well, keep up the good work. Thanks for everything. We're having a great spot. We're down on the end of the dock and we love it. So thanks. Okay. See you, Ryan. Bye. Is it our anniversary today? Is today the one? But how am I going to remember that? It comes every 4 years.
Happy anniversary.
I love you.
Love you.
Thank you. I'm sorry, it's filming pop, but that's okay.
I was gonna say, do you want me to hold it?
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Reasonable traffic, getting started for the day. You guys had some people come by? Yeah. Good.
Sorry.
It's at one, so there's actually, there's what's called the Heroes Retreat.
Yeah.
And
I figured it was a true retreat. No.
listen, you want to eat
Yeah, well, but most of the time it's
Hey, John.
Hey, Jeff, how are you?
Good. Hi, Cindy.
Hey, how are you?
Good. I'm going to go back down to the docks. Thanks again for your guys' help with the seminars. Great job. Yeah.
Thank you.
Fun. Yeah.
Nice
All right.
opportunity.
We'll see you later. Hey guys, how are you? Are you having a good time?
Yes. Pat Convery. We
Oh, hey
talked.
Pat. Yeah.
it's
Do you mind being on the video?
Wife Finn.
Hi,
How
Finn.
you doing?
Let's have
we'll
a
be here.
here we are. So
We're here.
we've met online. Now we've met in person.
That's right. Great, in It's real great life. to be here.
Okay, now I'm going to turn this off so we can talk.
Very.
All right. Well, we entered the month of March. Now it's the 1st. It's Friday. Good first day at the show. I'm aboard Grey Goose, the Nordhavn 50. Right before show starting time, thought I'd give you a little tour of our boat that we have for sale here. It's a wide body boat. Not going to do a full video tour that I would normally do, but just to give you a sense of this boat. Good settee over on the starboard side. Windows. This is one of the options on a Nordhavn 50 is having the stairs down to the stateroom or up to the pilot house. Sometimes there is a cabinet or refrigerator there, but good sized galley, a lot of room in here. Give you another view back around. We've had a lot of good traffic on the boat. Let's go down, show you owner stateroom. So it's owner stateroom aft with the berth athwartship. During the show, we do like to close off the engine room door, so that's what we've done here. Here's another view of those steps. And then you have the stand-up shower stall, counter, medicine cabinet, and toilet. You can also go forward, come down the pilot house steps, come into the guest stateroom where there's a desk on the starboard side and a double bunk over on the port side. The folding doors, very good move. It's that easy. And then up forward, big tall shower, toilet, sink. So the two staterooms, two head down below. We can go to the pilot house from the salon as I showed you, or coming here. Big hanging locker there. Life raft, ditch bag, emergency gear. Very comfortable pilot house. Two sliding doors on either side giving you access out. There's another look at that stairway down to the staterooms. Here's another look at the stairway from the salon. Garmin electronics. Lugger main engine, bow thruster, stern thruster, wing engine, Naiad active fin stabilizers, autopilot. I talked about this in one of my classes. I want to point this out. I love this. So on the electrical panel, they've got a color code for what's on at all times, off at all times, and on underway. And then they've put little color stickers on the breakers to help keep track of that. Just easy, simple, quick reference. Talked about that in dialing in your trawler. Coming outside, let's go out through this side. On the starboard side, covered walking side deck. Good, tall Portuguese bridge. Going to be a little bit windy here. Anchor, windlass, Samson post, dock box, shore power cord. As we come back aft, hopefully a little bit out of the breeze now. Another view. And then we come up to the boat deck. Carib dinghy. Crane outboard on the starboard side. Some solar power. And then the dry stack exhaust. So quick tour of the 50. While I'm up here, get the Krogan 48 next to us. Another view of the rest of the boats of the show. Finished grade, our Selene 55 back behind. And helmsman over on the other side. Looks like another windy day. Thanks. So our other boat at the show is finished grade, the Selene 55. Wide body arrangement. Good swim platform back aft. Shore power back aft. Walking side deck along the starboard side. There's our sign. Coming on down in. Stairs up to the boat deck here. Boarding gate. I've done a video of this boat online, so I just want to give you a little bit of a quick reminder of what she's all about while I'm at the show. And let's come on inside.
Yeah. These two chairs here at the rock, they recline, they swivel.
Good morning, you guys.
Good morning.
So we're just getting ready for the show. It's just about show start time. Quick look around. Everything is clean, in good shape. I had nothing to do with that, by the way. That's the owners who did that. So here we go. Good pilot house. Got the electronics on. Dutch doors here. Great electrical breakers. Again, I've done the video before. This is the steps up to the flybridge and boat deck. You can also do that ladder from the back. And then coming down the steps, dryer, outboard, laundry washer here. Guest stateroom. This is a two stateroom, two head boat, so guest stateroom forward. Opened up the lockers just to show a little some of the space. There's a flat screen television there. stand-up shower and stall, toilet, back aft, into the owner's stateroom. We'll stay out of the engine room like we did in the other boat, but just again, give you a quick tour. These are the two boats we have on display. And if you think about nothing else, remember that beach life is the best life. Okay, thanks. It's Friday, March 1st, and nice sunny day here at Stuart Trawler Fest, day 2 of the In the Water boat show display. The tents are now filled up. People are showing up. I thought I'd give you a quick tour of what's happening in the tents. So you sign in here with Ryan. Ryan also does all the dock managing. Now that all the boats are in and safe, he can now sell tickets and admission. So Ryan, great job. It's been a great event so far. Thank you. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. You can get goodie bags here when you check in, and then that gives you access to go down. The seminars are back in the building over here, but in the tents, John Clayman, Seaton Yachts to start off. Oh, and here's Patrick Noor, DMS,
Hello.
stabilization, and Karen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. So you have to give me a quick explanation because I'm still not sure. I've seen it work, but I don't know if everybody else believes it.
But there is a moment that finally everybody believes
Okay.
it and can see it.
We will try to help you get to that moment. So how about a quick tour?
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. It's going well. I think everybody now, not everybody, most of the people now understand.
The important people now understand.
Yeah,
The rest will follow.
yeah,
Yes,
but
okay.
important people are shipyards, so we do already some good shipyards. We have some good installation people in America. We are making DMS service and sales centers, so that's really going well. So yeah, we are growing.
You have one on a Nordhavn 35 that we helped the people buy the boat. They met you at a Trawler Fest?
Yeah, at the Trawler Fest.
And then installed it? Yeah.
They installed it in Daytona.
And you're also doing some OEM work at the yard in Turkey, the Nordhavn yard in Turkey?
Nordhavn 31. Yeah, we do
good.
we do the Helsmans.
Helsman, Scott Helker, yep. Scott and Lisa doing a lot of them for you. Good.
But a load of refits. We did Selene's. So we are now very close to the first new in Ocean Alexander. So the refit market is huge.
Yes.
And of course, the new build is important.
Yeah.
We try to go with everybody, of course.
Yeah, good.
And it will happen. So
well, and you're doing demo rides in the evening. You're already sold out every night.
Today
we need to have 10 boats in the show. All leave at night with you giving
I can
tours.
tell you, that's the good news. On Anacortes, we have 5 demonstration boats.
Wow. Okay, so you've already missed this show if you're watching this video, but come and see us in Anacortes. Patrick, thank you.
Thank you.
Good
again.
luck. Thank you. All right.
Thank you so
Bye.
much.
Thanks, Karen. Bye-bye. All right. I don't want to barge in on the Zimmerman guys. These guys are busy with people, but there's Bob Arrington. He's a very famous yachtsman. Haywood May, another famous yachtsman. And there is Zimmerman himself, Steve Zimmerman, right there. That's him. Okay. Then the normal people, the other tents are down here. So, oh, look who the first booth is. After the entrance tents, you come down to the gauntlet, I like to call it. We start off with these guys, JMYS. So I have a confession to make because my wife Pam is doing the filming, and this is her father, John. John, of course, is wearing the appropriate Ren Spooner shirt, the appropriate JMYS hat. Anyway, stop by here if you'd like to get a pen, water, talk to us about things. We do have 2 boats on display, and that's where we're going to work our way down. I want to just kind of cover the tents right now. Captain Chris, our good friend, is right here. He and Elise, I think, are doing a lot of seminars, so they're probably they were in our trawler buying tips seminar talking about surveyors. Trinity Marine Electric right here, ready to go. You can get the multi-plus. They got a lot of electronics gear. Here's Seakeepers, Green Boating, Sheer Water, a lot of great supplies for your boats right here. A lot of good trawler stuff here. Salt Creek Boats right here. MTOA, Trawler Association, great. We're members of that. It's a great resource. A lot of owners come here and help out in the booth. The Luxury Financial Group, one of the lenders here. Universal Yacht Sales, they like to specialize in great loop boats as well. And there's Jay Kraft. Jay, let me just sneak your hand by here. Just say hi to the camera. We'll have to come back and talk to you another time. I don't want to chase you guys out. Oh, Robert. So, Jay, tell me, how's the show going?
Pretty good. Talking to a lot of people, enjoying it. Weather's great.
What's the weather at home right now?
It's not as warm as it is right here, Jeff, but it's okay because it's been a mild winter. So
Mild winter.
Mild
Okay.
winter.
Where's home again for you?
Traverse City, Michigan.
What a wonderful place that is. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. Well, we'll see you around. We were going to go back over and talk to these guys for a second.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right.
to see you.
Good seeing you.
Yep.
Yeah. Hi, you guys. Oh, guys, it's been a long time.
I know. I saw
Thank you for stopping me.
I saw you walk by yesterday.
Oh, you did? Okay.
You gave your seminars.
I've done a couple. We've got one more left today. My wife, Pam.
Hey, Pam, how are you? Joel Lipton. Sorry.
Joel invented the yacht brokerage business.
Well, we did it a long time.
A lot of it, yeah.
Had a firm, big firm with a bunch of brokers, and so I'll show you some stuff in building.
Oh, I'd love to. Let me come back. We're doing a quick tour right here, but I'd love to come back and talk to you.
Good.
Thank you for stopping me.
How are things doing out in your neck of the woods?
Great. Yeah.
I see you moving all kinds of.
My neck of the woods is everywhere now. So yeah.
I know.
Joel,
It's
good
cool.
seeing you. Okay, thanks.
Love you,
Okay,
Jeff.
thanks. Bye. Technical services, air conditioning, etc. CMC, they do stabilizer fins. Coming down a couple of dinghies right here, inflatable boats. We're getting near the end of the tents, and as they like to say, I like to say, you save the best for last. Total Dollar Insurance, John Posey in his invisible outfit right now, but hey. Hi, I'm not John Posey. Okay, but over here, Cindy and
Doug Howell.
Doug. Yes, thank you, Doug. Is this your first TrawlerFest?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Good. Great. Nice weather.
All right, and rates right now, this will date us, right? 6.75?
Yep. Got
And-
some a little bit less too.
Of course, you got special deals. And they not only lend money, they make money.
Big money. We make big money.
Big money here. So good. Thank you. And great in the seminar. Fantastic job. All right, so that's the tents right now that we have. And I've got to go up to another course. We'll do the docks later, but thanks for now. Let's sign off. 3, 2, lock the doors. Actually, that's not very funny. So we do have exit doors here. The bathrooms are outside the hall. Okay. So thanks everybody for getting here and for letting Patrick Noor from DMS Stabilizers Holland do his presentation. Does everybody know Patrick? Everybody knows Patrick, yes. Amazing product. Great to have him here. This actually is a fun seminar for those of us who've done it before. We've got a couple of new people joining us. I am always relieved. I have every one of these guys is my favorite friend. But I'm always relieved when Chris Parker gets here because I know the weather's okay or he'll be out of here and get out of town. So that's a huge plus to have Chris. This panel is about you, the audience. We want to get to your questions. We would like to hear what you would like to know. There's a lot of collective wisdom up here. Most of it is probably true, and none of it can be verified. No, we want to make this something where you can ask us any question. If it's a really easy one, I might take the question. If it's a really hard one, I might give it to Steve Zimmerman. That's how it works. So I'm going to play the moderator. We do have, some of these panelists have done this before, some have never even met. So let's start off. Think about a question you can ask. We'll start with Eric Bescoby, who works with me. Tell us who you are, a little bit of a background, less than a half an hour, because we only have a couple hours, like a 4-minute deal, we'll go down the line.
Sure. I'm Eric Bescoby. I've been living on a Nordhavn 40 for 7 years. And have full-time and have traveled from Alaska to Maine and back again through the Panama Canal twice. And mostly running the boat myself, usually with one crew member, maybe with a couple of crew members, and a number of us through the Panama Canal. So quite a bit of experience with that. 27,000 miles, 4,000 hours.
Okay, Joe.
I'm Joseph DeLelio. I work for CMC Marine. We do fin stabilizers. I've been in the marine industry since when I was 16. I joined the Navy. That's about 34 years ago, so I've been here for a while.
Don't do the math, it's too hard.
I have 4,000 hours, but
all right.
Close.
Somebody nobody's familiar with. Go ahead, Captain Chris.
I'm Captain Chris. Ask Captain Chris is our logo. We've got a big YouTube channel for 10 years, every day for 10 years. I'm a training captain, and we can help you learn to own your boat and then help you learn how to operate your boats.
I'm Chris Parker with Marine Weather Center, and we provide weather forecasts and routing advice for boats not only around this area, Florida, the Bahamas, the Caribbean, but transatlantic, trans-Pacific, around the world. And there are now a staff of 5 of us. Been doing this for about 20 years. My husband and I lived on a boat in the Bahamas, Caribbean, U.S. East Coast, based in Florida mostly, but we cruised for full-time for 5 years, and we lived aboard for about 15 years on 2 sailboats.
All right.
We mostly sailed about 5,000 miles a year when we were sailing.
I'm Steve Zimmerman. I'm the president of Zimmerman Marine, an employee of the company with 7 boat yards in the Mid-Atlantic. Been building and repairing boats for 45 years now. We also represent boat buyers, and I've been able to cruise Alaska, Bahamas, the Down East Circle, which we'll talk about tomorrow, and the whole East Coast.
All right, Wayne Goldman, president of Selene Yachts Americas. We started Selene Americas about a year ago, and I've been in boating my whole life, not quite all my life yet. So I've boated and sailed all over the world. I came out of the sailing world. My last trip was South Africa to Florida. I've done the Inside Passage up to Alaska 6 times, Panama Canal 8 times. So a lot of cruising experience, and now with Selene Yachts selling trawlers.
Great.
Wow, that's a tough route to follow. I'm Bob Arrington, grew up in Michigan on my dad's boats, family boats, cruised the Great Lakes for all of my childhood, and moved to the East Coast as a young adult, and my wife and I have built a series of boats and owned a series of boats. I write for most of the magazines. I have columns that run in Power and Motor Yacht, Passage Maker, Southern Boating, Latitudes and Attitudes. So have cruised the eastern seaboard from the Canadian Maritimes to the Bahamas, a lot of charter sailing through the Caribbean, and took a lot of what I've learned doing this and decided to start teaching and writing about it. And so for the last 25 years I've been teaching boating and writing about boating and what we do, and enjoy being here with this.
Great. Jeff Merrill, I'm a certified professional yacht broker. I knew Wayne in a previous life, actually. I wanted to make sure that was known in front. I have been in the trawler world since 1999. I hired out with Nordhavn back then. Grew up racing sailboats, met my wife Pam, sailing sailboats. I sailed the America's Cup Trials back in 1987, so very high-end, high-level racing sailboat career. I never thought I'd end up in the powerboat world, let alone a yacht broker, but I love what I do. It's a lot of fun, and I'm going to be moderating. So you've got a little bit of a panel here. I did some boat building at Pacific Seacraft. Steve's done boat building, got different brokers, I got weather. What kind of question? Who would like to start things off? Anybody? Okay, I will. Sorry, thank you. Good, thank you.
Yeah, this one maybe for Steve. We talked a lot about maintaining the boat with the gel coat, but we didn't really get into painted boats very much. We touched on it a little bit, but anything different you would do with a painted boat, top and bottom, versus gel coat, or your waxing bumping every year?
The question in the back was, we talked in the how to maintain your cruising boat a lot about gel coat and the importance of protecting it, but we didn't talk much about paint. So eventually the gel coat loses its life and it's time to paint the boat. And the paints we have available now are remarkable. You can paint a boat and 10 years later it still looks like fresh paint. Most of them don't want anything put on it. You have to be careful with the washing and no waxing. So there are some specialized products with the different brands that will clean and protect them, but you're not waxing anymore.
The other thing I couldn't imagine doing Trawler Fest without are the presenters up here. And some of these presenters are special, and some of them are special. And there's one fella in the middle here that is very special because he has been a really important part of Trawler Fest for a very, very long time. And we want to draw some attention to this fellow. So Steve Zimmerman. Woohoo! Our deepest appreciation for your invaluable contributions to Trawler Fest. A talented boat builder and all-around master provider Your diverse range of seminars have consistently been a highlight for our attendees, showcasing your guidance, intelligence, skill, and friendly demeanor. With that, we thank you for being a pillar of distinction in the Trawler Fest community.
I've been in the boat repair and boat building business for 45 years now. If any of you are contemplating getting into this line of work, I have good news for you, and that is the first 40 years are the hardest. Thank you, everybody.
I'm a DIY guy, and we just heard all of these wonderful places to go. But if your boat breaks, what do you do? Well, Chris, I've answered problems from Alaska already on the telephone and from Bermuda on the cell phone. You need to know how to do the simple things. You don't need to be a mechanic. You don't need to overhaul a diesel engine. You need to know how to do an oil change. You need to do a fuel filter change. You need to know how to change the rubber and power. You need to learn all of these basic skills. And you've got to think back when you were a kid, a whippersnapper. Can we say that?
Sure, yeah, that's
okay. So when you were a whippersnapper, you had that old junk car that you could barely afford. Your dad taught you two things: jump start the car and change the flaps. So you got to think about those kind of skills on your boat. If you end up in these strange places, and we're in Stuart, we're not in a strange place, but it's 4:30 on a Friday, your engine's overheating, you're stuck until Tuesday or Wednesday because you can't call the guy until Monday and he says, I've already got people on my calendar, I can come Tuesday or Wednesday. So learn these basic skills, it's important for you.
A bad day of fishing is better than a good day of work.
Thanks, everybody. That's
Just got out of the seminar. A little bit of gray weather now. So we just finished the seminar and coming down to the docks. We've got a little bit of rain that came in. So we're after hours now. Technically done for the day. Pretty actually down here. A little bit of wrap up stuff. Hello. Good night. Hi, you guys. All right, so we've done for the day down here. Done for the day down here. Hello there. Well, it's Saturday, March 2nd, the last day of the show. I'm not planning on jumping. It's been a really good show. Everything is cool there. In the background, I know it's far away. You can see the venue for the Hutchinson Island Marriott. All the boats there. It's been a great show. This is the last day. We're going to be in the classroom a little bit watching some seminars, and we'll get down on the docks. And then about 3 or 4 o'clock, the show ends at 4. The boats start splitting. So thanks for watching. We'll have a little bit more today, and then we'll wrap it up at the end of the day. Saturday, March 2nd, the last day of Trawler Fest in the water. This is a tide-sensitive marina, so about early, mid-afternoon, 2 o'clock or so, boats are going to be leaving. I have not really had a chance to go by and show you all the boats, but all the way out the end is the Leopard Cat, European Powerboat Catamaran of the Year. Beautiful power catamaran right here. We don't have time to go through it. And then our good friends at Helmsman. Here's Lisa. Which model is this one?
43E.
The 43E. They do a great job with these boats. They have a lot of people on board. We're not going to barge on there. You guys are using the DMS stabilizers too with Patrick on, and you are helping distribute them, I believe, now as well. Yeah, fantastic.
Boats, yeah.
Yeah. So Scott and Lisa, is Van here?
He is not.
Okay, all right. Well, someone's got to run the show while you
Yes,
guys are out goofing around on vacation in Florida.
Yeah.
All right, let's go this way. We'll walk by.
We have that roped off.
Oh, you do? Okay. Well, then, actually, we'll go this way, I think. Thanks, Lisa. Okay, safety. All right. Good flags flying. Good breeze. Clouds in the sky. The Elling out here all the way at the end. Great boat. Very unique. Holland built. It's too bad we don't have time to go on all the boats because there's not a lot of shoes out right now. People haven't made their way to the end of the docks and it's easier to get on board. Let's go down to the main row. There's Scott, Lisa's husband, up there from helmsman. You can see the helmsman. Actually, access, you can't see in there. Right? They were just lifting up the hatch to show you the engine room access. Here's another view of the Elling. Hello. Two JMYS boats here, finished grade, the Selene 55. We went through that one the other day. That one is for sale. And we also have the Nordhavn 50 over here, Grey Goose. Additionally for sale. Let's keep walking back down. There's Mark Pittman from JMYS right there.
Good morning.
Green line right here. So electric boat. The first of two Katie Crogans. John Gare and Ford aboard the Krogan 48. This is a boat that's not for sale, but a great example of what you can get when you do a Katie Krogan. Katie Krogan, as we knew back from the Anacortes Trawler Fest, is also building the Summit motor yachts, which they've been doing for a while, but the big announcement was taking on American Tugs. So they've got great couple of brands that they're doing. And then moving down here, the North Pacific. John and Catherine's boat, beautiful demonstrator boat. They own it. They're out there. Very nice to let Trevor and the gang use it for the shows. And then Jody has the Krogan 58 for sale right here. Cheryl Ann, 2017. And that's the extended bridge model. Aspen catamarans, great power cats, a little bit smaller scale than the Leopard, but very capable. Another North Pacific 43 right here, brokerage boat. So you've got the 450 Pilot House, the new boat right here. Trevor, the builder, the owner of the company, is up top talking to somebody. Great build. This is one of their first models. And then here's another Aspen. And they're also making this Carbon Cat, cool little tender that they've made. And I think they're probably doing pretty well with that. It's hitting a good market. Work on our way further down. Our good friends at Burr Yacht Sales, Fleming 58. These guys do a phenomenal job with the Fleming brand all along the East Coast. The customers are very loyal. The product is exceptional. Then we come down to the Selene America's kids. Kids, I should say kids, only because we're all of the same vintage.
Here's my buddy
Wayne
Jeff.
Goldman, Sidney Covington behind the helm, manning the shots, Paul Sifka behind me. And you know, we'd like to do a tour of the boat. Can we let me finish doing can I come back and have a tour of Coffee Break?
Absolutely.
Can I take a coffee break with you?
You can take
Okay, we will come back and do that. All right, let's keep going down here. There's Patrick Knorr from DMS. We're just talking to you at the helmsman area.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is what he looks like in real life. You know, no, I'm not going to say it. Okay, that's fine. All right. What did I skip? It's that one in the show? Yeah, okay, so it's pocket yacht. It looks like a cutwater and a Ranger tug. Nimbus. A couple of Nimbus here. HMYS handling the Nimbus line. Another Ranger. Another Nimbus. So 3 Nimbus right here. Really cool. I believe Swedish built. Nice power boats. Hi, you guys?
Hi.
And we get down to the end here to the Ranger tugs. I believe there's 1 or 2 boats when you first come in, but we're not going to go down there. It's too windy. Jeff Merrill with Paul Sifka. We're going to go look at the Selene Coffee Break. Paul's going to give us a tour. Paul, which model is this one?
This is the Selene Classic 60.
60. Okay, let's go take a look. I'll follow you on.
Come on aboard.
Good little back deck area. Thank you.
I come aboard the Selene, you'll notice very thick hull. This is built to travel around the world, cross oceans. We have a nice cockpit here, plenty of space. This particular boat has teak decks.
Yeah.
You want to go ahead and come in here?
Yeah, let's do it.
Come on in.
Thank you. It's been busy, hasn't it? You guys, I was waiting for a break in the action, but there's not going to be a break in the action. So
So
this is
welcome
good.
to our salon. This is a design that has 2 side decks. So you don't see
Right.
my body, 1 side deck. This particular boat happens to have galley up, so you have dining here in the salon.
Okay.
TV up here, nice comfortable seating area. We have lots of different configurations, but for this one here, the owners love it. They live full time and also work from their boat.
Okay, good.
Lots of folks here. So we also have the Ocean Explorer line. This is the Ocean.
He's just like living in a shoebox.
Classic Explorer line. You might start.
Should go down? All right, let's go down.
So this actually has access via 2 stairwells. This is the access for the master, as well as the engine room. So here at the ship master.
Okay, so engine room back there. Good.
We're our target. Midship master, nice and stable, taking advantage of the whole beam of the boat. TV, lots of cabinetry. This particular one has a desk.
Oh yeah.
There's options for additional drawers and lockers depending on what the owner's requirements are.
Good, and then head right across for the shower.
That's your head, walk-in shower. This is a 3 stateroom configuration.
Okay.
Nice shelving, cabinetry here. Window tour with Jeff Merrill.
Hey, hi. Hey there. Hey, Joe.
Here's the VIP stateroom.
Oh, this is great. Yeah.
Good light, opening portholes. We have a hatch here. No need to be aggressive, as well as having light. Hanging lockers, drawers here, plenty of storage.
And then the head and
guest head here as well. You know, there's each boat's a little different. This one happens to have wine storage.
oh yeah, that's pretty good.
Lots of space, whole storage throughout, access points, and
Okay.
cabin control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is, because you don't. We've seen people with rooms. They're like, oh my God, we can't figure out.
Stateroom in here. You have a desk.
Just bring it on a little bit.
Got it? And let's go up. Yeah. I'll follow you up.
These stairs access to the pilot house. So if you're in the pilot house, this is galley. And then we'll head back.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Configuration. You can be away, cooking, conversing, while driving in the galley at the same time. Portuguese bridge, seating up forward. We also have control stations. Starboard and forward.
Okay. You want to go forward or you want to go up?
Go forward.
Yeah. Yep, I know.
Control stations both starboard and port. And then we have this nice door that closes.
Sure.
Weather for the Portuguese bridge. Lots of space.
The built-in seating area. Flybridge. Good. Well, you usually have a full house.
Busy day.
That's good. Well, we can see more another time. Paul, I know you're busy. We'll wrap it up. Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Thanks for the tour.
Happy to board.
We'll wrap it up here and just take another look just down the show to show you some of the boats. In 3 hours, this will be an empty marina and be reclaimed by its residents. But right now, we're still last little bit of the show. I'll go this way. Great boat. Here. See with some of the access. Nice coffee break. Oh, you know what? I skipped Paul. It's not my intention, but since I have an opening. Hey, guys. Great flybridge. hard top. Let's go the show. Good vantage up here. All right, high tide has arrived, so the boat show is winding down for the deep draft boats. Finished great, had a great show, so did Grey Goose. Both boats are warming up, getting ready to go. Shore power's coming off. Gear is coming out. All right, finished grade's gone. We got the two of the first three boats out of here. Again, tide dependent, so here comes Grey Goose. Hey trawler friends, thank you for watching the video. We love doing these videos. It's great having you on board. Great being out on the water. We do have over 100 videos on the JMYS YouTube channel. If you would like to subscribe, you can click the button. If you'd like a reminder on when the next video is going to show up, you can click the bell. That'll give you a reminder. We really appreciate it when you give us those thumbs up. Thank you very much for that. We also like your comments. We like to respond to your comments. So please keep watching. Thank you for your encouragement. If you'd like to watch some other videos, we have a couple of them over here to click on. And there's always something new coming on the JMYS YouTube channel. Stay tuned and we'll stay in touch. Look forward to watching you and you watching me. Thank you.